Is this IPL website truly accessible for all fans? Or is it leaving millions of fans behind? Today, we are putting it to the ultimate accessibility test. Because cricket is not a sport, it's an emotion. I'll be using my proven accessibility testing process to identify challenges on this website and guide you step by step on how to test for accessibility. What do you think? Will this IPL website score 100 today or will it get clean bold? But before we begin, subscribe to this channel and comment on your favorite IPL team. And who do you think will win this season? I will give a shout out to the most interesting comments in my next video. Thank you for your comments on my previous videos. It keeps me motivated. To truly evaluate this website for accessibility, I'll be using a mix of automated tools, manual testing, and assistive technologies. Here's what I'll be working with. A VoiceOver screen reader with Chrome browser to check if the content on this website is announced correctly or not. Automated plugins such as DevTools ANDI to check page overall structure, tabbing order, and much more. These tools will quickly flag potential issues such as missing alt text or broken ARIA attributes. But automation is not enough. This is where we will deep dive into manual testing. We will test using keyboard only to test for navigation and yes, no mouse. And we will test for form usability by filling out a sample form. To check if the website is built using proper HTML semantics and accessible ARIA attributes, we will do code level inspection. We will also focus on focus order testing, ensuring there's a logical tab order for a seamless navigation. With these tools and techniques, I will uncover whether the IPL website is truly accessible or if it is throwing a bouncer at millions of users. What accessibility tools do you use? Drop them in the comments below. With that, let's begin. Editor, play the audio. Testing accessibility is just like cooking biryani. One wrong step and the whole thing falls apart. So, follow along carefully, take notes, and pause this video whenever you need to. At number 1, we will run automated scans using ANDI tool, one of the lesser known but incredibly powerful tool for accessibility testing. ANDI, that stands for Accessible Name and Description Inspector, is a free browser tool developed by Social Security Administration. This helps identify accessibility issues without you needing to have deep coding knowledge. Let's run ANDI and check for the page structure, tabbing order, and color contrast. My first impression of this website is having a carousel, and it is never ending. It keeps on playing and there is no mechanism to pause or play it. And as per VCAG, we are required a mechanism to play and pause a carousel. Second issue that I observed is when I mouse over or even accidentally click on it, it starts the video. And again, there is no mechanism for me to pause this video. Any video or any clip that plays for more than 3 seconds must have a mechanism to pause it. This is required for people with cognitive disabilities because they easily get distracted. With that, let's begin our testing with ANDI as a plugin. Now you can download ANDI tool from this website. I'll put it in our descriptions. Once you download it and install it to your browser, you will get this extension added to your browser list. Now let's click on it. By default, it is always on the focus elements because that's the first option within this drop down. Let's change it to structures and see how many headings are there on this page. I believe this heading count is incorrect, or maybe there are headings which are hidden on this page. Let's explore what we have under the headings section. Let me expand this and see what is the heading order first of all. They are starting with H2, and this is for the headings that you see within each slide on this carousel. Followed by H3, again coming from the carousel, and then you have a heading which says good evening using H2 tag, which I believe is not right, because for a screen reader, headings provide structure to your page. Think about it. If you as a visual user go to a new website, you use headings to quickly scan the entire page. Similarly, a screen reader user will jump from one heading to another to better understand the page structure. With H2 given as good evening is not making sense. And then you have H2 for teams, about, and guidelines. I believe these are more of a section headings. Let's see if they have H1 on this page, and they do not. So heading level 1 is missing on this page. It is very important to follow the right heading hierarchy. It adds value to a screen reader user. Next, let's go back to our focusable elements or links and buttons to see how many links are available on this page and how many buttons do we have. Under links, we have 65 on this page, and if I expand, it will list out all the links available on this page. Let's go to your social media accounts. You have points table, videos, and it's highlighting the moment I click on those. Let's see at the play button. Then you have play button again. I believe this is again coming from the different carousels. Again, if your content which is visually hidden on the page is accessible using a screen reader, it's a major red flag. Let's go back and see which two buttons do we have. It's preview and next. Everything else on this page has been coded as a link. Now let's go back to the focusable elements and click on the tab order to see what is the tabbing order given on this page to different links and buttons. The moment I click on it, you'll see the tabbing or these tiny buttons that you see. It starts with BCCI at number 1. Then you have Tata WPL at number 2. Then you have followers 3, followed by social media accounts. This is critical if you are testing your web application to understand if you have coded your components, what is the tabbing order that you can visually test before you even start using your keyboard. Let's scroll down and see how the tabbing order is. So far, it is looking logical, that is top to bottom and left to right. Yep, and that's true for the links at the bottom as well. It's following that logical order. Next, let's verify the different images or graphics that are being used. Do they have the accessible names or are they marked as decorative? So they found 45 images, 26 which are inline, 14 which are image links, and 6 of them are like icons that they have used. And then they have 13 background images. And then we have 6 alerts regarding accessibility. Let's explore the first one. It says, ensure that background images are decorative. And the moment I click on it, it throws me a model which says how you can go to Andy website and learn more about it. Any background image that is not adding value to a visual user should not be made informative. We should make those images decorative, and they have given on how you can make a background image decorative. Now let's come back to our website. Let's see ARIA hidden again. Same thing, it's going to point out which element is having the issue and how you can fix it. Next, let's explore the last option, which is hidden content. And within this, we have 684 hidden elements. And then we have one accessibility concern, and that's letter CSS. It says content has been injected using CSS pseudo elements. So you can use Andy while you are unit testing or system testing a web page to better understand the overall structure of the page, what is the visual tabbing order for the different links and buttons, and what are the accessible names that you have given during the coding. Now let's run the XDev tool to ensure that the basic issues such as images missing alt text, color contrast, and controls that are not linked are identified immediately before jumping into the stringent manual tests. Let's stop this Andy now. And now I'm gonna right click and gonna do inspect. Under this arrow tag, you will see DevTools that I have already installed. I will select my role as an accessibility specialist. Say I accept the terms and conditions and start using DevTools. Now there are two options. One is the full page scan and second is your partial page scan. Full page scan, as the name suggests, will scan the entire page. However, DevTools have the capability to scan partially. It can scan certain components of a web page. For that, you have to have a paid membership with DevTools. For now, let's focus on a full page scan and see how many issues are being reported by this. This is an amazing result. We have one critical issue reported by DevTools, and that's related to zooming and scaling must not be disabled. This is needed to ensure you have a responsive web application that can be accessed from your cell phone or a tablet. The easy fix is to remove the maximum scale equals to 1 and user scalable equals to no. However, I believe IPL has its own mobile application, and this might be the reason they are not allowing for the scalability on mobile devices. We will do a keyboard only test to check if a fan who's dependent on keyboard only can book tickets or play this video. As part of keyboard testing, we will check for visual focus and effective focus management. Nothing is worse when a user is unaware of where he or she is when navigating the web application. This test ensures that all visible and actionable elements receive an enhanced focus indicator and that the focus moves in a logical order, ideally top to bottom, left to right, unless the custom focus order is needed for a custom widget. Let's close this, and I'm gonna use my keyboard only by refreshing this page again so that I can start from the top of the page. Let's see what elements are in the tabbing order. Trust me, I'm tabbing through. However, as you can see, my focus is not moving on this page because there is no visual focus indicator or an enhanced focus indicator. I have no clue where I am on this page, and that's annoying. Even for a keyboard user, we need to ensure that there is the enhanced focus indicator to letting a consumer know where they are on the page. So for me, it is completely difficult to understand. I'm just looking at the bottom left side to understand where I am on the page. And this is adding to the cognitive load. Because I am not able to see where my focus indicator is, I am unable to understand what is the right target size on this website. Because I'm not sure, as you can see, I'm literally tabbing through this application using my tab keyboard. I believe it doesn't make sense anymore for me to test using keyboard only. I believe we should turn on VoiceOver to test how it behaves with a screen reader in play. Now it's time to test with a screen reader. As informed at the beginning of the video, I'll be using VoiceOver with Chrome. and I'll be using my keyboard only, no mouse at all. I'm gonna press Command F5 to turn on a VoiceOver on a Mac machine.
VoiceOver on Chrome. IPL T20 Vertical Line Indian Premier League official website Google Chrome window and 18 more items. Group has keyboard focus.
As you heard, it announced the page title, which was IPL T20 Indian Premier League official website, and then it announced which browser we are on and how many items are on this page and where my current focus is. Now, to enable jumping from one heading to another or from one list to another, we have to enable that setting on Mac by holding your left and right arrow keys together. So I'm gonna do that now.
Quick nav on.
This enabled the quick navigation on for VoiceOver on Mac machines. Now I'm gonna press H to jump from one heading to another. Let's have a listen together.
Level 2. Imperious Shreyas Iyer scintillating 97 star 42 on PBKS captaincy debut. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press Ctrl Option Space.
Next, I'm gonna press H again.
Heading Level 2. Shashank Singh's blistering cameo at 44 star 16. You are currently on a heading Level 2.
As you heard, it is announcing what is the heading level followed by the actual heading. I'll do it one more time.
Heading Level 3, March 25th, 2025 Vertical Line 0201. Min's Vertical Line, Level 2, 18.8K, Level 2, 2 items.
Now what's strange is it's announced level 2. I believe that's coming from the divider that they are using. As we just saw, we used Andy plugin to see what all different headings are on the page, but it is a completely different experience when you have your screen reader on. With Andy, you were not able to understand what is being announced, but with the screen reader, it announces the different sections. So the separator lines that we have for H3 are being read out as level 2, which I believe is not needed and is causing to the confusion. I'm going to press X key to jump from one list to another. Let's have a listen together where we are going on this page next.
List 1 item. You are list 1 item. List 1 item. List 1 item.
I'm sure you're also confused where am I on this page, because list 1 item is not an accessible or a meaningful name. It should have said SRH versus RR, or to make it more inclusive, we should say Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Rajasthan Royal, and it should also announce what is the item number within this list. So I believe this is not the right way to list out your items on a web page. Next, let's jump from one link to another, and I'm gonna press L as in lion on my keyboard key.
Fixtures and results, link. You points table, link. You are overall stats, link. All teams, visited, link.
These links such as fixtures and results, points tables, overall stats, they were having meaningful and accessible names. So we are good on that front. Next, let's explore if there are any tables on this application. I'm going to press T as in tiger to see if there are any tables or not.
Table not found.
We don't have any tables on this page, so we'll not be able to test it. Let's see if there are any forms on this page.
Text field not found. Text field not found.
Nope, there is no text field as well on this page. Let's refresh this page.
Reload this page. You are currently on event.
And I'm gonna tab to have a listen to the different links and buttons on this page to test if they have a meaningful name or not.
Link. BCCI logo BCCI.TV. Banner. You are unlabeled image. Unlabeled image. WPL logo.
Now it says unlabeled image twice and then it says WPL logo. This is not helpful for a screen reader user because you're confusing them. So we must provide meaningful and accessible name to this image and a button. Let's press tab again.
Link. Twitter. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press link. Instagram. Link. Facebook.
It does say what is the social media and whether it's a link or a button. To make it more inclusive, we could have said follow IPL on Facebook or follow IPL on X. Let's continue. Let's tab one more time.
Visited. Link. Image. IPL logo new old. You are currently on.
Now it says IPL logo. There is a, I believe it was reading the alt text of the image name itself, but not a meaningful alternate text. We should have given it as Indian Premier League home page or home button. Let's continue tabbing.
Link. Matches. List 8 items. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press Control.
Before continuing, let's see if there are any regions on this page.
Radio group not found. Points table. Link. You are currently on a link. Videos. List 7 items. Level 2.
Now if I press escape on this expanded menu, should it close or should it not? Let's have a listen together. No, by pressing escape, it's not closing. Maybe they have not coded it that way, but ideally it should.
Visit. Link. Image. Fan poll. Banner. You are currently on a link. To click the
Let's press tab again.
link. Image. Viewer's choice. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press and one more item. And one more item. Tab panel. Video player. Region. Link. Image. Viewer's choice.
Interestingly, this search button or search icon that we have is not in the tabbing order. So let me show it to you again.
And one more item. And one more.
It simply says one more item, tab panel, but it's not putting focus on that search button. Let me continue pressing tab.
Video player. Region. You are currently on a region. Unmute. Button. Group. Video player. Region. 0%. Volume level. Slide 0. 10. Of 1. Share. Button. Group. Picture in picture. Button. Quality levels. Menu pop-up. Region. You are currently link. Banner. Link. Play. Prep. Button. Group. Next. Button. Group. Prep. Button. Link. Play. Link. Banner. Link. Play. You are currently on a prep. Button. Group. Link. Play.
Now it says play, but play what? Which video I'm about to play? And this is where providing ARIA labels is important. So it should have said play impressive Sai Kishore's excellent spell of 3 for 30, giving me a good understanding of what I'm about to trigger. Now I'm gonna press tab again to go to the previous and the next buttons that we have.
Prep. Button. Group. You are currently on a button.
It said Prev button. I'm not sure if you got it right, but it should have said previous button to make it more understandable.
Next. Button. Group.
Let's press enter and see what happens. Now, even though I pressed enter and it's changed the slide, however, as a screen reader, I was not informed because for me, nothing is happening. No action has been triggered because no announcement was being done to me. And that's one of the major challenges.
3 of 6.
Let's continue tabbing.
4 of 6. Link. Image. New sponsor title logo. Footer. You are currently on a link. Image. New sponsor my 11 circle logo. You are currently on a link.
Let me go.
Press Control. Option.
I'm gonna go back to this previous or next button because I believe it took me directly to the footer, skipping everything on the page. Let me try it again.
3 of 6. Link. Fixtures and results.
Oh, it's something might have caused it. Now we are at textures and fixtures results.
Link. Points table. You are current link. Overall stats. Visited. Link. All teams. Link. See more. You are currently on previous. Dim.
Now let me go back to see more. It said see more, but see more of what? It should have said see more magic moments.
Previous. Dim. Button. Group. You are current. IMG skipper Shubman Gill sets the tone.
That's strange. A disabled button was in the tabbing order. However, next button, which I can visually see,
Button.
is
Level 1.
enabled was not.
IMG
So we have broken tabbing order.
link. Video player skipper pause button. Video player unmute button. You are currently on a button.
Are you able to visually see that there are buttons in this player? But even them, when I'm tabbing through with my screen reader on, I'm tabbing to those hidden elements within this section, which is not what we should do.
Picture in picture button.
I believe all the media player controls are in the tabbing order, and that's annoying.
Quality levels full screen, but IMG Gil gets into the groove. Smashes 6.
Now, at the beginning it says IMG. Gil gets into the groove. So IMG is being coming from the image that they are using as the thumbnail. We should never use those and have proper ARIA labels. But by the way, he really batted well the other day.
Link. Video pause button. Unmute.
And see, this is why I said it is annoying, because every time I'm going from one magic moment card to another, it's going through each and every media player control. So for the purpose of this video,
IPL
I'm gonna press points table and then see what we have next actionable element on this page.
Previous dimmed button. Groove 1 of 3. List 1 Sunrisers Hyderabad 2.1 played 1 2.200 and RR recent form W. Groove. You are currently on a groove. 2 Royal Challengers Bengaluru 2.1 played 1 2.100.
I would have coded it as a list. I would have kept each card in a list, giving me a good indication how many cards are there, and then listing out who is at number 1 followed by number 2. Right now it simply says 2 Royal Challengers Bengaluru, 2 points, 1 played, 1 won, 2.173 net run rate. Recent form when? Group. I hope it stays this way and RCB wins the championship this time around. Hey, but my heart is with Punjab. Let's continue tabbing through.
3 Chennai Super Kings 2 points. Next button.
Oh wow, this is strange. Let me do shift tab.
3 Chennai Super.
Did you notice that? I was pressing tab, I'm on card 3. When I press tab, it is taking me to the next button of the navigation rather than to the 4th card.
Next button. Group 2 of 3.
This is again, we have broken navigation.
Link. Full points table.
It's skipping all the cards after card number 3. Card 4, 5, they are all not in the tabbing order.
Link. See more. You previous dimmed button. IMG recharged Siraj set for a restart March 25th, 2025 vertical line 1.
Again, the same issue. This video is playing without even me taking an action on it. Let's tab through.
Link. Video player rechart pause but unmute.
Same thing. They are using the same component, I believe, and is causing the issue. For our purpose, I'm gonna click on top performers.
Link. See more. You
Again, same issue. It should have more meaningful name for a button. It should say see more top performers. As you can see, we have multiple see more buttons on the same page.
Link. Full leaderboard. You are currently on a link inside of web content. To click this link, press Control, Option, Space.
I'm gonna press enter to trigger this button.
IPL 2025 Stats and Awards vertical line all-time records for. You are currently on a banner inside of web content. Banner, link, BCC.
I hope they have used tables on this page, and for that I'm gonna press T.
Table, 14 columns, 21 rows. You are currently on a
Yes, they have used a table, and let's navigate the table. Now let's navigate this table using the shortcut keys. I'm gonna use Control Option down to move to the first row.
Row 2 of 21. 1. You are currently on a selectable.
And now I'm gonna use Control Option and right arrow key to go to the right cell.
Player, group, column 2 of 14. You are currently on a group. Ins link, Ishan Kishan SRH. You are runs. 106, column 3 of 4 MAT. 1, ins. 1, column 5 of 14, no. 1, column 6 of 14, HS. 106 star, column AVG. BF. AVH no in MH runs. Player, link, Ishan Kishan SRH, column 2 of 14.
So interesting thing to note here is it's announcing the column header followed by the name of the player. Also, because they have provided it as a link, it is being announced as link. Similarly, if I just keep continuing to the right side, it is reading out or it is announcing the column header.
Runs 106, column 3 of 14.
And it is announcing the column number, like it says column 3 of 14. Let's go back to the player name using the control option and left arrow key,
link,
and then use control option down arrow key to the next player.
Row 3 of 21 group. Row 4 of 21 group. Row 3 of 21. Link, Shreyas Iyer PBKS.
Now it says row number as well. So it says row 3 of 21. Again, it's announced as a link followed by the name of the player. I'm going to do control option right.
Runs 97. Call MAT. 1. Column 4 of 14.
I believe using shortcuts for the column header names is not helping a screen reader user unless that they are very well aware of cricket, right? So MAT could have been given matches using ARIA label. INNS should have been innings. NO should have been not outs. HS should have been highest scores, right? Let's see the top section where we have this banner, if that's accessible or not.
Oh, not now button. Link.
Let's refresh this page. I'm gonna use Command R to refresh.
Reload this page. You are.
And I'm gonna start tabbing from the top.
Link. BC's unlabeled if link. Twitter. You are
Now see, that's the challenge. To reach to the main part of this page, I have to tab through the entire top navigation. They are missing skip to main navigation on their page. It helps you jump directly to the main part of the page using skip to main content. Let me continue doing tabbing to reach to this section.
Link. Visit link. Link. Visit link. Visit it. Link. Season. You are currently on a.
And because I'm directly on this which says season, I can use up arrow key and see if Ishan Kishan's table is in the tabbing order.
Table 14 columns, 21 rows. You are current last first table 14 first table 14 last table first table POS column 1 of 14 player column 2 of 4.
Nope, I tried it using the T for table, but this table, this one is not in the tabbing order. Let's inspect to have a look what they have used. What
inspect div class equals s div slash div level 10.
It's a regular div. Again, a sample div.
Div class equals SMLB table.
Now they have made it look like a table. However, it's a regular div. That's why VoiceOver is not able to identify it as a table. And for some strange reason, I'm not able to move to this section using up arrow key. Now let's move back to the home page.
IP banner link BC's
and see if there's a form on this page. I'm gonna enable the quick nav
on
and see if we have forms on this page.
text field not found.
There's no text field, which means the form is not there. I'm gonna press B.
Button group next button group last button next button group.
So they have buttons, but they are mostly used for navigation purposes. I want to test out the fan poll that we have because that's the only form that I was able to find on this page. Let me tab.
Image.
Okay, I have to reload this page.
You are link. Be unlabeled link.
Let's move. Let's go to the fan poll.
Latest link. I link. Magic moments. Link. Visit it. Link. Visit it. Link. Image.
I'm gonna press enter.
Banner, link, BCCI logo, BCCI.
And we have this fan poll on this section. I'm gonna directly jump to this section and press tab.
Poll. Selected. Tab. 1 of 2.
And let's see if this fan poll is accessible or not, because forms are not there on this website.
Maxwell. Radio button. 1 of 9. You are currently on a radio.
Wow, it simply said Maxwell 1 of 9. However, it should have announced the question first. Like it should have said M05Q4, which Glenn is your favorite all-rounder, right? And then it should have given Maxwell radio button 1 of 2, not 1 of 9. So that's definitely broken. Let me tab it one more time.
Link. Image. New sponsor. No way. Radio button.
It took me to no way of the last card.
No way.
Let me
Radio button.
just use click
Maxwell.
to come back to
Radio
this
button.
section. Use the right arrow key.
Maxwell. You are current new sponsor Tata logo. Link. Fan poll. Visited. Link.
There's no way for me as a screen reader user to go to the second option of this card. I tried using down arrow key, right arrow key, tabbing. It's not working.
Q4. New sponsor Tata logo.
It took me to the footer section with new sponsor Tata logo, but this form or this fan poll is not at all accessible.
M05.
Let me try doing tabbing through the entire card.
Maxwell. Link. Image. New sponsored link.
No,
Image.
no.
Sponsor my 11.
It's skipping all the cards, making it difficult for me to jump to one card to another to go through all the fan polls that are active. With that, let's continue with our title sponsors now.
Link. Image. New sponsor Angelone logo.
Yeah, again, this is not helpful. It should have said Angel 1 logo. It's reading out the file name, I believe.
Image. New sponsor.
So for this, it says new sponsor Rupee logo. I will
Link. Image.
let you have a listen again.
Link. Image. New sponsor Rupee logo.
So it says new sponsor Rupee logo. And I believe that's the case for all the sections here.
Image.
I'm gonna jump to a team.
Visited. Link. Chennai Super Kings. Visited. Link. Delhi Capitals. Visited. Link. About us.
Now, because there are so many links under each section, ideally they should have been part of an ULLI tag to inform a screen reader how many links are there in this section. So for teams, you should have said list of 10 items and then say Chennai Super Kings item 1, Delhi Capitals item 2 as you are going through using reading order. Same is the case with about, guidelines and contact. Let's refresh this page to begin from the beginning. Now let's go back to the home page, and now we can investigate further by inspecting the elements if they have used the right HTML tags or not. Let's begin at the top. We have a header region, which is very important. You need to have regions on the page, and let's see what they have used for this matches. Let's inspect it directly. They have used a nav tag for this region navigation for main menu. I would have given an ARIA label which should have said main navigation or main menu. Within this they have UL and LI tag, and you have anchor tags, href. The interesting thing while we were testing with VoiceOver was this element or this menu item was not announcing whether it has children's or not, or whether you can expand this section or not. And that's critical to explain to a screen reader user that a section has been expanded or is in the collapsed state. Because we were not able to test the search button, let me inspect it. They have a fan viewer dev, they have anchor tags for these first two buttons, and this is also in anchor tag. However, it's not in the tabbing order because they are not having href. The moment I add href to this, you will see that this search button will be in the tabbing order. Let's have a look together. I'm gonna click here, or let me click here and start tabbing. Oh, but by the way, I have to turn on my screen reader VoiceOver to see where my focus is, because without screen reader, they have not provided the enhanced visual focus indicator. Let me turn it on.
You are currently on a banner. Inside a banner.
I'm gonna directly click here and use tab key.
Link. Visited. Link. Image. Viewer's choice.
Now it should be in the tabbing order.
Visited. Link. Image. New search icon.
See, because they were not having href given to this anchor tag, it was not in the tabbing order. The other way is to provide tab index equals to 0 to put this element in the tabbing order. Now make sure that you are not using tab index greater than 0, because it will mess up the entire tabbing order on your page. Let's inspect this play button, what they have used. This is also an anchor tag, and because we saw it during our VoiceOver testing, it's missing meaningful accessible name. They should have given, you see, they already have data. See, video title, they can use the same thing as ARIA attributes in ARIA label and say Sai Sudarshan's Elegant 50 drives GT. Let's inspect this card as well. I'm curious how they have coded these cards. So you have a list. But where is my UL tag? You have UL tag, then you have a button. A UL tag must have li as the direct child rather than having buttons. So they have not using the right HTML semantics here. They are having divs and then li tags. These divs should have been within the li tags. This li tag is then having a div. Yeah, I believe this is good. The only issue that I see with this is UL tags not having li tags as the direct child element. And then these divs should have been part of the li tag. Let's explore this one, because we were seeing, or we were getting the controls in the tabbing order. Let me further investigate. This is an image. Okay, but how they have done it? Maybe they are using an overlay on this thumbnail. Now they are having this media player. Once I move a mouse over, you see it's changing its properties, right? So it's challenging to investigate how they have done it. They are using an external media player maybe, and then those controls are getting injected into this. And one more thing, we were not able to see the top performers, right? Let's go to the full leaderboard. Oh yeah, we just did, right? This is not coded as a table, but we saw it. Yeah, let's go back to our homepage. I just want to see the footer section one more time, like how they have coded this footer section. Do they have footer? Yes, they have a footer tag, and within this they have these sections, they have teams. Ideally, I would have coded this into a section tag, giving a good indication to a screen reader that this is a separate section. You have H2, then you have your div, and this is missing the UL and li tags that we spoke about, that we should list each items in an li tag. As a huge cricket fan, I was hoping, rather praying, that IPL website would hit a 6. However, after testing it with Andy, DevTools and VoiceOver, I have to say, I'm disappointed. We found these 5 major problems with this website: missing or incorrect alt text for images, poor keyboard navigation, low color contrast, and improper use of ARIA attributes leading to confusion for screen reader users. Forms and buttons are without accessible labels, and most of them are not in the tabbing order. As you know, accessibility is not just a feature, it's a right. Millions of visually impaired and differently abled fans who want to enjoy IPL action, and they deserve an inclusive experience. Websites of this scale should set an example by following the WCAG standards. What do you think? Should IPL take accessibility more seriously? Drop a comment if I missed testing anything specific. Let's push for a truly inclusive cricketing experience. Share this video with your fellow developers, designers, and any other cricket fan. Let's make the web accessible for everyone. This is Param Singh signing off.